Isn't this a good start for a mine exploring video? So anyway, this here is our, oh, and we're doing a flashlight review here, and possibly a review of the Newport Menthol 100's box. So this is the spoil rock or waste pile here, this kind of coppery greeny colored thing. And this is pretty interesting because of course the pay rock would go down this chute, and this looks like it's not a road running down there, but it's actually was a like they had track going down there, and they take little ore cars all the way down to the bottom there. So the flowers are popping, which is kind of nice, and the Adit is very overgrown. So that's the entrance, and we hope it's not caved. We'll get in there and do a cigarette check. Round nails. Copper. Got some neat blues and greens in that. Very overgrown, very abandoned for a long time. Lack of visitation for sure. So anyway, let's take a look at this flashlight. It's got a feature I've kind of been looking for a while. There are a lot of features I look for. Yeah, this waste pile would indicate easy, good, maybe 1,000 feet of drift. It's quite substantial. Okay, the interesting thing about this one, and MA3TY, not quite sure what that's about, but I don't even see a model number on this. I guess I'll have to deal with that later. But this is probably more for you. It's like designed for like an AR-15. It's got a remote on-off switch, and a mount, rifle mount. The cool thing about this is it's red, green, white. So let's explore a mine in red or green. So look at that. That's in full sunlight. Look at how bright that is. It's too bad it's kind of a... There's green. It's too bad it's such a narrow spot. But man, that's bright. That is really bright. The red is brighter than any other color. And unfortunately, it's non-adjustable. Anyway, enough of this. Let's go in. So, yeah, there's a lot of refining that goes into turning what you see as the raw ore into, yeah, to a nice, rich, purified. I don't like snakes, and I would prefer not to get nailed by a snake in here. This is kind of... Wow, this is a big tunnel. So, should we do a Newport Menthol 100?
Light it up.
I can feel the air blowing in, but...
Light it up.
Looks like You know, it's hard to tell. It's definitely blowing in, but it's weird. I can't feel it like at my back.
Is it variable?
Yeah, it's definitely blowing in pretty good. What's nice about that is when it's blowing in, you start the cigarette at the beginning, you get to smell it through the whole mine, you know. So anyway, we should do a review of these Newport Menthol 100s. At $10 a pack, only 2 packs a day, you can have the same great flavor for what a new car payment would be.
Oh, cool.
Cut and fill.
Yep.
So this could be even more sizable than
The other one?
yeah, the other one. Okay, so in 1959, the report says, it's a 1959 report, 500 tons of copper ore had been produced out of this. Oh, yeah. Oh, check that out. Oh, that is classy. Here we go. That's white. That's green.
That's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. So we got a split here.
Look down and to your right. Some track.
Okay, stand by. Yeah, that is. You know, these mine exploring videos are becoming stupider and stupider. You know, I is the airflow going that way?
I don't think so. No, it's just going up to the ceiling.
Yeah, it's definitely going this way.
Yeah.
So I dropped the new flashlight already and scratched it all up. That's the thing about mine exploring. You know, you just can't have.
This is why we can't have nice.
You can't have nice things. And I put the cigarette out. Okay, we're going to go straight first. Oh, we have track. Oh, we have track. That means we got to change to a green light. It's a go.
It's a go. Oh, sweet.
There we go. I guess if you wanted to, you could. We might take a peek at that on the way back. You know, the airflow is still going because I can smell the cigarette. So it definitely made it all the way down here.
It's getting colder too.
Yeah, the temperature dropped. So this is interesting, this split here. You see that? It's too bad Nick didn't make it. We would have had our resident geologist. I think we need to go back to the red light because there's no track here. Actually, what I need to do is I need to come back and walk this whole thing with the good lighting, and I'll do that. We're just having fun right now. Don't you smell the cigarette back here?
Yep.
So where the hell is the air going out? What did we miss?
I think the air's going up that chute.
But the cigarette wouldn't get back in here unless there was airflow to push it back in here. Look at these drill holes. This mine is so old, we were thinking that this was probably not pneumatic. That this was probably like single jack and double jack hand drilling. And those really are, although those might have been the back of the last round, they blew off. In here. And I don't see any pipes, but this sure is a big tunnel. But seriously, how did the smoke get back here unless...
Maybe it was just the current of the wind of us walking?
Yeah, but this is a dead end.
Right.
Oh, track, back to the green light again. So this most likely goes to the levels above. Yeah, I know. Oh. It's too bad this thing won't like rotate through the colors, like cycle.
Yeah.
What do you think?
There's something above us.
Oh, yeah, oh, for sure. You want to try and do this? You want to try and poke your head up in there? Just go slow, man. Don't knock anything loose.
Oh, there's airflow. Big time.
I know.
Big.
So that goes up and comes out above us.
There's definitely like wood.
Can you continue on up?
It goes, it definitely doesn't go to the left. It goes straight ahead. The ore they were sending down through this is above us and to the right.
But can you climb up to the next level through here?
I don't think so, because there's this beam right here, and there's like, oh, weird. So it looks like there's two, it looks like a ladder, kind of, but not like with rungs on it. It's just where it would have guided a cart or a bucket or something, and it it drops right here.
Okay, so I'm up in here, and this is very cool, and I'm gonna try and, your flashlight's duty cycling, get that out of there. I'm gonna try and show this. It's gonna be difficult, but anyway, check this out. This ladder, it goes straight up. You know what? Let me see something here. Can I?
Through here.
Oh, Looks like there's a grizzly up there, but unfortunately, the ladder ends. I can't get up. There's like a chunk missing.
There's no evidence of it down here.
Let me get this off a high. Anyway, here's a look at this ore bin. It's very cool. This is very cool, the way this is built into the mountain. It's amazing they didn't line this with metal. I can't believe they were just dumping rock down on this wood. You think the wood would just fail.
Or splinter or chunks of it would be taken.
And yeah, it's all round nails, so. Yeah, it's like a big funnel. I mean, it's not easy to...
How far up does it go?
Huh?
How far up does it go? An estimate.
50 feet. Something like that. Check this out. This rock is just like, this is not easy to stand in. I'll say that. Very cool. I'm going to just roll a few seconds of video here. If you're totally quiet, you can hear the air whistling up through this or humming up through this. Okay, he's going to go up there and take a look at that. That was very cool. But I just wanted to show the track comes right around, and it's a straight shot to outside right there. So this is simply a haulage tunnel, and that's why you don't see any coppery stuff in the walls. This is simply just to get the ore out to that tramway. Is that cool?
This is awesome.
Okay, we're gonna kind of video this with the good light here for a minute. See, there's the coppery stuff right there. See it?
Yeah.
So maybe there was ore in here. The darker. And then whatever this host rock is. It's like limestone maybe. Here's the ore chute we went up.
There's a little matchbook.
Okay, this is just a dead end. Here's kind of the back of the ore chute. I like the woodworking stuff. It's minimal yet effective. Yeah, so here's another. That actually, because the bit on a pneumatic rotates. Mm-hmm. So a rotating bit would not leave that. Mm-hmm. I think this is pre-pneumatic. And it might be but I don't see any candle. This looks more modern. I don't know about this place. Those look like they were hand cut. But the interesting thing is they're all overcut, and they're uniformly overcut. See what I mean? Yeah. If you were doing it by hand, your overcut wouldn't be uniform. I don't know what I'm talking about. It sounds good. I like how they contoured that wood to the rock. Isn't that Newport 100 flavored? Okay, you got your stuff? Let's head out, and then we'll head up the mountain. Of course, the hotter it is outside, the more airflow there's going to be, because the temperature differential is what creates the airflow. It's cooler in the mountain. It's cooler in the mountain, so the cold air... Wait a second, the cold air should fall. What the hell? Yeah. Hot air should enter and cool off and then drop down. So why is there... Unless it's colder outside. Is it colder outside right now? So so if it's colder outside, then the air enters, heats up, and rises. Oh, there you go.
That's what they were after.
Yep. So there was some more in this tunnel. I make a lot of mistakes in these videos, and ooh, that looks very cool. Holy crap. Yeah, we're into the ore body now, a little bit. Too bad our resident geologist couldn't make it, isn't it? We would be getting a real educated.
We wouldn't have to make it like this going on.
Right.
I'm kind of bummed there isn't native timber for the ore track though, like we've seen before.
Wow. So did this thing just like double in size from what we thought? Yeah. Or are we walking around in circles?
No, we haven't gone through this one yet.
Yeah, you can see it's fractured here. It's needs the wood support. And that's it. Notice how the rock changed to this real crappy, fractured 275.
That's the distance of this tunnel.
Yeah, crystals. Weird. See, I would think they would have lined that ore chute with that metal right there. We didn't take this, right?
No.
No, that was a disappointment. Is that a Mylar balloon?
It is.
You know,
it's the old. You recognize that logo from like the 90s?
You know, I just read or heard that there's a serious helium shortage right now. But you know, that thing probably was at some birthday party, and it fell out of the sky and got sucked into this tunnel. It was probably like bobbing around outside, half inflated, and it got sucked in here from the airflow.
Yeah.
And the thing is we're having a helium shortage right now, so maybe this nonsense will stop. Maybe. You know, this freaking pollution. You go out to the middle of the desert, they're everywhere. Yeah. Yeah, and people don't realize, oh, toddler's birthday. Let's release these balloons into the air. The same people that go out and buy Toyota Priuses and bitch about the current administration's anti-environmental policy. Let's buy the biggest lot of helium-filled Mylar balloons there is and release them into the atmosphere.
Something like that.
All right, so up on the hill, that's the adit we were in right there. Up on the hill, you can see there's two more waste piles. That has to be what that ore bin goes up to. So we got to get up there after we have a Newport break. Okay, so we got an adit here, and it looks like this might be the outcropping, really, right? That dark kind of copper flavored rock. Lots of coppery goodness here. Man, if this is the waste, I'd hate to say what the pay rock looked like. We got an adit here going in. Should we just start with this one? Yeah. I feel cold air here too. Which doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. Why would cold air flow up? Cold air is heavier, more dense than soft air. Oh, looks like it was moist. What? Hold on. Need to. Here we go. Let's get our flashlight out now. Let's try the white. Oh. Oh, track. We got to make it green.
Do you want your cigarette yet?
Ooh, it squirrelo snorvulates.
Hey, natural light. Look to your left.
Oh yeah. So this is a Swiss cheese of mine. This thing's just all... Ooh. What is that?
Here's your cold air right here.
I think this is what I was calling a grizzly too.
Yep.
Wait, is this... You have now... No, it's not. You have now entered the false floor. Wow, look at this.
Yeah, this is what we were looking up at.
Oh, Vard McSnarler Doimless. Wow. Man, I left the freaking 360 camera in the car, too.
That's what we were looking up at.
This is what we were looking up at?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, there it is.
See,
yep.
There's drifts right there. That's a drift.
Is it?
Yeah, it goes that way, it looks like. Look over here. I can't see that far, but it looks like it might go that way.
The ladder looks good.
This is the taste for today's woman.
Wow. See the ladder?
Yeah.
Tailored slim for your hands, for your lips.
I'll do it.
It looks doable.
At least you know where to find me if I fall.
Mm-hmm. What was this?
I don't know.
Oh, and then that just kind of goes up and curves.
Wow, so they were dropping stuff down here too.
There you go. They went down there too. I think this is how you get down to that level. Perhaps.
What, that?
Below us on that platform. Down the ladder.
Oh, let's take a break right here. I need a cigarette.
I'm good.
Okay, so we've been hanging out in here, and I smell burning wood again. Oh, it's because I set the high power light down on an old piece of wood, and I forgot it was on. Anyway, this right here is looking down at what I called a grizzly earlier. And I know, let me see if I can get it to show here. Yeah, that. So I came up that ladder, which I said a piece of it was missing. So we've come up the mountain and we're at the top of it now. And I've been looking at this. And originally there was a hoist here. And the hoist was sitting on that. And the cable ran up there. You can see there was a sheath wheel there. And these two slides here were the skids, and the bucket would come up and latch onto that, those two, get in there and move those things. So yeah, tilt it down. So the bucket would latch onto those, and then it would dump the ore here into this little transfer chute, which would go to the ore car, and then they'd take it out. So you know what that suggests? What's intermediate below us? Because they must have driven the haulage level later, right? So that, what you're calling an adit down there, or a drift, that could be sizable.
Yeah. I kind of want to go down this behind you and see where it takes me.
I mean, because, yeah, if, what, you want to, like...
I want to go down here to see if it wraps around.
You want to scurry down that?
Why not?
Go for it. Is that like part of a motorcycle right there?
No, I don't know. Do you want to see it?
Yeah, it's like a wheel cover to a motorcycle, isn't it?
Oh, there's ladders.
There's ladders?
Yeah. drop is about 10 foot. But then there's like this.
Do you see a drift down there with track?
Nope. It does go down and back that way. Underneath you. Well, not underneath you, but back towards the...
Wow, so they had a hoist in here. That's impressive.
I don't see any track, but the ladder, it would not support me.
Got it.
There's a rope here. Oh, securing the next ladder. I see. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, check it. Make sure it's not going to break.
We're good. The rope is in surprisingly really good shape. Okay, I'm down here.
Is that a drift level?
I'm just gonna stand right here. Yep, that's the bend. It goes forward about 20 feet. There's some more workings in there. It looks like there's a ladder in there too, but it's on the ground on the side as though they just stored it in there. Back this way, it comes up and around to where the hoist mount is. The motor.
How about behind you, though?
No, behind you where the motor.
No, but behind you.
Behind me? There's no track, but there's it's a drift. I think you should come down here.
Why?
Because it's drift-tastic down here. Yeah, just be careful.
The intermediate level. This is what I called a grizzly. And unfortunately, I don't have the good lighting, but you can see the colors here.
Here.
Yeah, look at all the different colors in that. That's it, very small, but worth looking at. It's not showing up. I'm going to give this mine a 4 out of 10. Semi-interesting, but at the same time, it's no real equipment, nothing really interesting, very small. So yeah, 3.5, 4 out of 10. It's I don't know, it's just not great. Hard to get to. The colors were interesting, but yeah, that makes it a solid 4. The colors make it a solid 4. Okay, we're gonna do this blue one here. Wow, 21% copper. It's got some lead. What is TH? Fe is iron. K.
Thorium.
Thorium. What is K? Potassium. Duh. The darker color is higher copper.
That's probably that mineral chalcocite.
The darker stuff?
Yeah.
So the green...
It's usually like shiny black.
So just because it's green, don't assume it's copper. Because it's, I mean, it's definitely, it's like bordering the green and the black. And the black is a higher copper concentration than the green.
Where'd you shoot this one? Up in here?
Up on the black part.
It just starts to change colors once it gets introduced to like water and all the ions that come with water.
Oh, you're right, yeah. Iron is usually found in the form of magnetite, hematite, goethite?
Yeah, so there's...
GOE? That's weird.
These are all iron and copper mixed. And with some lead. I didn't see any silver in any of this.
Is iron ore worth anything?
In large quantity.
Oh.
Yeah, you gotta have a bunch.
Wow, 26% copper.
That's pretty high. Yeah?
That probably means it's almost just a pure form of that mineral, because if you do the chemistry and work out like how much each element would weigh as a percentage of the formula,
Yeah.
usually the metals are like 30 to 50%.
Huh. So that's like as pure as you can get it.
Probably pretty close.
The flowers are really popping out here right now. This is just... It's just beautiful from all the rain. So much different color. Yeah, there's a lot of wind too, but it's really, really nice out here. And we have a bit of a collapsed cabin. And then back there, that was the cold storage. Wow, just look at that. Had a stove. It's just the wind. You know, it gets old and 100-mile-an-hour windstorm hits it and that's it. It just goes down.
That cabin down there is on the map.
Yeah, limestone barbecue. So do I do this one? Do we pull out a cigarette? Do I do this one with my So, oh, there's some sawhorses here in the front. Oh yeah, this had track. Ooh, limestone barbecue. Okay, look for aminals.
Animals? What kind of animals?
Aminals, the kind that will bite you. This was a low budget operation. No cigarette needed, it just got all dank. Lots of bugs too. Yeah. Limestone barbecue. Oh. Am I going too slow? God. Low ceiling.
Virginia Sims. This is the taste for today's woman. With rich Virginia flavors like feel it slim for your hands, for your lips. Virginia Sims.
End of it back there.
Yeah, looks like they backfilled. But there is some color in here. Look at that. And by color, I don't mean gold.
No.
Gold mines are boring. Wow. Well, we underestimated this, didn't we?
Just a bit. It's very humid in here.
Yeah. Some more color.
That's that, huh? Yeah?
Well, does it keep going that way?
No. Doesn't look like it.
Wow, look at the ficus collection. Definitely pack rat. And yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
can you imagine the pack rat has to drag all that stuff all the way back in here?
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so this video is 4 minutes and 24 seconds long. I mean, I know we're not walking fast, but yeah. That's hot.
Hot mess.
That's hot. So does that one go?
That one right there on the right?
Yeah, it goes.
I think so.
Why don't you take a peek at this one? This is a sizable dump.
Nothing right there.
This is a sizable dump. Okay. Snake and something inspection. Here we go.
So this added in the 9 shaft. It says on here is 217 feet.
From where to where? What?
From where we're standing
Okay.
on the topo to
Okay.
the mine shaft. It's 217 feet.
Is the mine shaft above us?
It would be, yes. There's also another added beside that shaft that there's just an icon.
This could possibly be a haulage for that mine shaft. This could go. Did I just break it?
Yourself or this?
I don't know.
I think you're good.
So maybe we could do like an interview with this log. What do you think?
It's probably been a hot minute since anyone asked any questions.
Yeah, I would say so. That's very cool. That's very random though. So
Local.
okay. Almost seems like a fault here on my left. Oh, dude, there's a winds here.
Oh.
What?
There aren't any other footprints in here. Oh, that doesn't get put up there behind us. But, whoa,
What?
look up.
Oh, stotastic. So we're in the ore body here. You think you could get down that?
Yikes.
Look at that ladder. If I had gloves, I could do this. This is not a problem.
This is a collapse, but there's a tunnel behind you too.
Wow. Yeah, copper. Can you peek in there and just see if that seems to... It looks like it goes, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, that was an ore chute coming down from above.
Yeah, it goes back there.
How far?
It hooks to the right within about 10 feet. And it almost looks like, I'm not even kidding, like the base of a mattress. Like, I don't know how to describe it. You know, the metal thing underneath the box spring?
Like totally, like, you know, like totally?
Like absolutely totally.
Like, yeah, totally. I love my false floor. Yeah, let's not double load it.
No.
I think this is, oh, that's a false floor too, right
Yeah,
there.
the whole thing is, dude.
Yeah, it's all false. I don't know if this goes. Wow, did somebody go up and down that ladder a lot? Look at the wear in the damn wood.
They've got braces up at the top of it.
Yeah. Go for it.
Yeah, if I had gloves, maybe. That's Splinter Central down there. So this looks like it used to be a chute. That just kind of gave way. And then right past it, it goes on a ways. I don't know how far.
So the question is, how are they getting the stuff up from here? Was there an ore chute in that tunnel below us? No, there wasn't, was there? How are they getting the stuff up here? Because it's literally just a hole with nothing. Might need to break out the cigarette here and do a cigarette check. Look at that old hemp rope.
Maybe that's how they hoisted it up. That's really worn right there.
Yeah.
And there's another.
Again, no graffiti, no dates, no nothing. We just don't know nothing.